Alright guys, it's Andrew here, and yes, this is my flip camera. I decided to give my other cameras a break, and my phone's like really filled up with crap. Because I was going to record it, but it stopped recording. So I had to use this camera. I want to give the others a break. So, I bet you're wondering why is my weather cube in the picture. Well, I've done like a few videos of it, and in this video I'm going to explain to you all the features of this radio. Well, not all the features. This radio only has like one feature. It's a weather radio. It's a NOAA weather radio. So, the question here is this a good radio? Is it worth buying on Amazon or eBay? Well, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this radio, and a few things that you might come across that kind of frustrate you. I myself have a couple cons with this radio, but overall it's a good radio. When it was still in production, it was retailed for about $25, I think, and it got very positive reviews. I've seen very little negative reviews about this radio. It has a plastic design. It actually feels really nice. The antenna's metal, as you would expect. Now, one thing to know about the antenna is that it doesn't like move back and forth. Like all my other radios, the WR120, the 12996, except the handheld radios, this does not move back and forth. I'm going to tell you that right now. That does not move back and forth. So, on the top, you have your NOAA logo right there, the power button, and the antenna. Now, this radio actually looks like a little bit pinkish on the front, on the camera, but to tell you the truth, this thing is red. This thing is red. So yeah. On this side, you have just your antenna. Hang on, I'm going to put the flip on top of something. Won't stay. Actually, I'm going to put it on top of my DS. Oh, I'm going to have to move the mouse for the Dell computer. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, so on this side you have your, there's nothing except for the antenna. Back there's nothing. This side there's nothing. And this side is the speaker and the RadioShack logo. Now, this speaker is by far the speaker on any weather radio that I've owned that has the most bass. It has a lot of bass to it. It has very little treble to it. Like all these other radios sound like this.
Northwest flow the next few days with continued hot temperatures. Scattered thunderstorms will occur each afternoon and evening, some with strong winds and heavy downpours. This hazardous weather outlook is for west central and
hang on, I'm just going to listen to the forecast.
Day 1, today and tonight. Thunderstorm impact. Abundant moisture combined with daytime heating will lead to scattered thunderstorms along the sea breeze and outflow boundaries during the afternoon and early evening hours today. Thunderstorms that develop today will move to the south at 10 to 15 miles an hour and will be capable of producing locally heavy rain, strong gusty winds, and frequent deadly lightning strikes. If thunder is heard or lightning is observed, move indoors immediately. Excessive heat impact. Temperatures climbing into the mid-90s.
That was my Capella radio. Now, that had a little bit of bass, but, for example, here's my WR120EZ.
If you work or spend time outdoors today, when possible, reschedule strenuous activities to early morning or the evening. Know the signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. Wear lightweight and loose-fitting clothing when possible, and drink plenty of water.
This...
risk for ripped currents along
that has some bass.
A ripped current is a 10 to 30 yard wide channel of water that can pull even a strong swimmer into deeper water.
That has a little bit of bass, but not as much as the weather cube. Just going to set my camera down. Now, on the bottom, where it gets a little bit busier, you have your ID, the model. This is the 12-500. It also says Weather Cube right there. If you own one of these, you know what I'm talking about. Right here's your tuning knob, and right here's your volume knob. Now, the tuning is a little finicky on this radio. It's actually kind of the same as the realistic weather radio. Actually, this is a perfect example of low bass. The realistic weather radio has no bass at all. It does not have any bass at all. All my other radios do have some bass on. But back to this, back to the Weather Cube. Now, you cannot hook this up to the wall. You cannot plug this into the wall power. You cannot, there's no power cord for this thing. Why would there be? What does it take? Fail. 4 AA's. These are the Duracells I have in here. And they work really good. You just pop that on and you slide it away from you. Come on. It's kind of hard to get on. I've heard that many times about this radio. Is that the battery compartment is significantly difficult to get closed. At least when there are batteries in it. When there aren't any batteries in it, that's a piece of cake to close. And I just got an Instagram notification. So, now we'll turn it on. Now, one note about this radio. There's a little LED like right in here.
The dew point 74 and the relative humidity.
It gets better reception, trust me.
Producing a heat index of 98.
98? Yikes. This is the antenna when it's fully extended. Actually, let me grab my... Oh no. Oh, it's good. Never mind. I'm going to turn this off real quick. See, this is the radio's antenna, where the flashlight is. It ends right there. Now this end, I'm going to turn this back on. Actually, let me try something. I have a Minecraft torch here. Yes, I am a Minecraft player. It doesn't work too good. But it is pretty good. Longest video I've recorded with my flip in a while. Now this, the tip of it looks kind of cheap. I usually just have it like that. If you're close to the transmitter, you do not need the antenna up. But in my area, you do. This is, I have it set on KHB32. The transmitter for it is located in Riverview, Florida. Also nearby is KEC38, which is the marine station. I'll let you hear it now.
7 knots.
Thursday, west winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. Scattered thunderstorm. Thursday night, west winds 10 to 15.
Now one note about this, about KEC38, that was the very first weather radio station I ever listened to. Back when I got my Midland WR100. Back in 2008. Now one thing about that is that the forecast for the marine station of KEC38 was originally the female voice, Donna, but I think recently they changed it to Tom. Every once in a while I check back on KEC38, see how they're doing. Actually, this radio actually kind of likes KEC38, but I keep it on KHB32. Now, Now, overall, when it comes to performance, this is a top performer. This is a top performer. And the video just passed 10 minutes. Wow. And my flip is doing good. So, this is a very good performer. I give it a 9 out of 10. The 9, the tuning, the finicky tuning, really, I guess it could be in between like a 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. I usually just give it like a 9 out of 10. Actually, like a 9.5 out of 10. If that's even possible. I guess when it comes to weather radios, I don't have any really crappy ones. Well, actually, the WR100 could be classified as that, but it's not very active anymore. It's actually broken. No. Sorry about that. Okay, so it's really good for a first radio. Like, they don't make it anymore, but it could be on clearance in your local RadioShack, if you know what I'm saying. Actually, I'm going to tell you guys the story of how I got this radio. We went into RadioShack one day, and I have no clue what we were there for. I honestly have no clue what we were there for. I can't remember what we were there for. But I was going over to the radio section, as I always do, and I look down and I see this weather cube. Now, one note about this. This wasn't actually in a box. They did still have a box, which I actually bought it in, but I don't have it anymore. So it was actually the display radio that sat on the shelf, and visitors could look at it and see if it was good enough for them. So, I noticed it's on clearance, but I didn't really jump for it because I knew my dad would say no. The next thing you know, Dad calls me back to the radio section, and he noticed the radio is on clearance. And he said, hey, it's the last one, you want to get it? And I said no. Now, believe me, that is very, very, very unusual for me. Ordinarily, I would be so willing to get this radio. I didn't want to waste my money on it. So, and we actually have a picture on it. I might need to run and get Dad's phone. Oh, haha. Yeah. I'm just going to run and get my dad's phone. Okay, we're in business. Okay. Just scrolling through my dad's camera roll. Hang on. Where is it? Should be here somewhere. No, you're there. There it is. There it is. This is it. See, there's the box in my hand, and there's me smiling. Now, one note about this radio is that it does not have SAME technology, which means it will not go off by itself if there's a thunderstorm approaching. So, it's a good radio. Highly get it. If you can find it on Amazon or eBay, go for it. It's a good radio. See you guys later.